example, the project that we did in Guna, which is one giant outdoor space. This is the phase one until phase two, until we build the phase two, which is the building that fits within it. But it's a place of leisure. It's a place where people can just walk in and out, and it's a place where people can go roller skating, etc. when it's not in use, and then it becomes a place of festivities. It becomes a place for a wedding. It becomes a place for a film festival, a squash tournament. So it's, you know, it's this notion that outdoor space has multiple characters, and it, you know, you can't really social engineer it too much. I think people will use it the way they will use it, and you just have to create opportunities for use. But then you have to sort of let go of the author and let the story take over, and let the public space live the way it wants to live. The relationship of our spaces with nature is a key element to the way we design. So we're currently doing a house in Connecticut. It's quite a large house, and we were saying, rather than putting a building, and it had this beautiful, beautiful landscaping, beautiful setting. And we said, rather than putting a building in a landscape, let's put the landscape in the building. And we kind of exploded it all. And it's very much about trying to pull the outside in and pulling the inside out. We do that a lot. I mean, the Andermatt concert hall, you know, usually a concert hall is something that is completely enclosed, and it's all about the acoustics and the experience of the music. And here we were doing a concert hall in the Alps. And as you know, I grew up in Switzerland, and I grew up on the mountains, and I just thought the awesomeness of these mountains we can't ignore them, and the music and the nature has to work together. So we lifted the roof and we created this window onto nature, and it was very much a twofold thing, because we had this problem in this particular case, that the volume of the space we were given was too small for the acoustics and the music, and we needed it to be a larger volume. So raising the roof helped. But I also have this theory that if you see bigger, you will hear bigger. And so if the spatial experience is bigger, if you're in a small room, it will feel like a small room. And suddenly, if you open it up, everything will feel bigger. The music will feel bigger, you will hear bigger, you will see bigger. So it's very much something that's interrelated. And I think, you know, natural light is something that we play a lot with. We don't just design with it, we play with it. And that's, you know, it just means that you have to blur the boundary between inside and outside. I was in a church in Genoa this weekend, and you know, you walk in and it's quite dark, and then you have these sort of clear stories, and everything sort of, you know, the way the light was touching one of the sculptures was absolutely spectacular. And that is the relationship of inside and outside. And it's interesting because these churches were all designed, they weren't designed for electrical fittings, they were designed for natural light or candles. And the minute you put an electrical fitting in, you sort of kill it. You just want to get rid of it. When you're building in different environments that you may not be familiar with, we do a lot of work all over the world. So it's a real learning curve, but I think that's the richness of the process. We are contextualists, so we approach a country with the respect of the history and the culture of the country in mind. And we don't want to come as sort of, you know, arrogant London architects. This is the formula here. I'm putting this building, and I might put this building in New York. I might put it in Cairo. It doesn't matter. This is my signature. We don't take that approach at all. We go and we try to understand what the culture is, and how to, you know, it's such a responsibility, I think, as an architect, to come and put your mark on a city. And this is something that will be there for a long time, and people have to look at it. They'll have no choice. So you've got this responsibility of adding positively to your environment. And then how do we do this sensibly and sensitively?